Welcome to the Magnolia Clubhouse weekly report covering the week of December 14th through the 20th. I'm Matthew, and if you're a regular viewer of this program, you may recognize me from my weekly weather reports. All of you Magnolia Clubhouse members and Clevelanders know that we're all in for a few frigid months ahead. So we thought, what better way to take a break from the impending weather and broadcast from a digital facility of the Hawaiian Islands. While we're here, we should remind you that due to the rise of the coronavirus cases in Ohio, the Clubhouse will be meeting virtually throughout the remainder of the year. With more on that, here is Deshaun.
I am Deshaun, and I want to let you know that the Clubhouse will be closed on site until the end of the year, but Zoom meeting will continue with new links on Facebook.
Thank you, Deshaun. So, the Clubhouse shop will also be temporarily closed. Every unit continues to meet online. Links to these meetings can be found on our Facebook page. And in other news, participants are being recruited for the National Survey of Mental Health, which is sponsored by SAMHSA, or the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. The study is designed to produce estimates of mental health and substance abuse problems experienced by adults across the United States. The interview is approximately 60 to 90 minutes and will be done virtually. If you are interested, please let the staff that you work with know about this. And now, in the meantime, here's James with your local weather report.
Hi, I'm James with this week's weather report. It will be cold week in Cleveland with temps around the 30s. We will have snow on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That was the weather report. Now back to more news.
Thank you, James. And if you're interested in producing programming like this, then please join the communications unit throughout the week on Zoom. Contact a staff member or check the Clubhouse Facebook page for the meeting link. And now we present an update from the membership unit.
Hello and welcome to the membership unit report. My name is Khalid and I'm with Kevin with our afternoon unit update. With services delivered virtually, we're encouraging members to help us with the day-to-day work. Or you can join us for our group on Zoom. Now that we're in the Christmas season, why not donate your time to help the cause of membership unit? Our unit happens daily from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. later after via Zoom. Our group starts at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tuesday through Friday via Zoom. If you need work, what are you waiting for? Sign up with membership. And the membership unit is very pleased with its member participation as of late. We thank all members for offering their support to each other, as well as new members for their open-mindedness. Kevin continues to keep track of our calendar year report. We're currently in the fourth quarter of the 2020 calendar year. Our membership unit wants to make a better effort of completing reach-out calls because of operating remotely. Our unit would like to give a shout-out to the following members: Robin, Michelle, Kanisha, Cal, Khalid, Gail, Tasha, and Michelle, doing such great work on the Zoom unit. And now Kevin and Doug will join us for the employment update.
Hello, I'm Kevin. We're joining you live at the News at 1 and updating Magnolia's Employment Corner. Today, we're bringing you to the employment spotlight of the month. Here joining us is Doug Holmes, the self-made real estate agent and salesman who recently achieved his employment.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome, Doug. Thank you for joining us. First thing we want to say to you is, how do you feel?
Well, I would say I feel great. I've been able to kind of stay busy in the midst of the pandemic that's going on. Like you said, I started off doing some real estate where me and a friend of mine bought a couple houses and we flipped them. So that took about a 6-month process from, I would say, maybe like May, June time, and we finished it maybe around October. And then starting towards the end of October, I started doing car sales, and I'm working for Hyundai of Bedford now as a car sales.
What would you say is a challenge of being an entrepreneur such as yourself? And what role of support has the clubhouse been in helping you reach your goals?
I would say one of the biggest challenges of being an entrepreneur in the midst of the pandemic is kind of staying motivated. I feel like it can be difficult, working from home when you have all those distractions. One of the things that I really enjoyed about the clubhouse is that I learned, communication skills. Getting up, going to the clubhouse every day, I was able to interact with other members, and then was able to build my confidence back up to where I was able to get back to a point where I was able to go back to work.
Tell the members the kind of skills they would need to pursue a job in your field.
So I would say in order to have a job as a car sales professional, one thing that you would have to have, I would say, is communication skills. Meaning like you have to be willing to talk to the people that come into the store. And then other than that, I would say phone skills as well, which I developed in the membership unit.
Well, everyone, Doug Holmes, self-made real estate agent, salesman, and a motivator from the News at 1.
Thank you guys for having me once again. I appreciate it.
Sure, Doug, anytime. And let's wrap up with our closing comment from the membership unit. There's always next year by every Clevelander during the 80s and dealing with frustration with sports teams. That's it for membership. Hope you enjoyed the membership update. Now back to more News at 1.
Thank you to Doug, Khalid, and Kevin for that report. In health and wellness news, the whole Health Action Management Group, also known as WHAM, will resume this month. Please talk to staff for more info. And now, it is time for Keith in Lakewood and Scott Trella, the man who has produced more than 500 podcasts, with their update on the world of sports.
Browns' winning streak still continues. Will Ohio State qualify for the playoffs? And training season for the Cavs is still continuing here in Cleveland. Hello, everyone, with this week's Magnolia Clubhouse Sports Report, along with my partner Scott Trella and Keith in Lakewood. We'll first start off with our hot Cleveland Browns after a most impressive 41-35 victory over Tennessee this past Sunday in Tennessee, reaching the Browns to a 9-3 record and a 4-game winning streak as they continue their march toward the NFL playoffs, and the first time that they will appear in the playoffs since 2002. Scott, with the Browns being hot at this moment, coming off with an impressive win, looking forward to this Monday night showdown against the Baltimore Ravens. How does things look right now for the Cleveland Browns?
They have a chance to beat Baltimore, but they've got to not be too conservative in the second half. And if they can do that and put this all together, and Bill needs to do what he did to really connect with his teammates, I think we will get the win against Baltimore. And I do feel that this game is a must-win for the Browns.
Moving on to the Cavs, where the Cavs training camp is still continuing as they will face off against the Indiana Pacers in their first preseason matchup of the new coming season on the 12th of this month. Scott, how does things look with J.B. Bickerstaff and the new Cavs?
I think they do have a chance to beat Indiana, and Bickerstaff knows what this team has to do, and it's going to be another developing season for the Cavs. It's not going to be one of those seasons where we make the playoffs, but I think it will be a decent one, and we'll win more games than we did last year. And the regular season will begin on December 22nd.
J.B. Bickerstaff always wanted to establish an identity for the Cavs, and this is what he's looking forward to this upcoming season. Well, Scott, this wraps up another week of Magnolia Clubhouse Sports Report. I'm KIL, and Scott, I leave it all up to you.
Always remember, be a team player each and every day, and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
We're done.
The hospitality unit has returned with their latest update.
Good afternoon, Clubhouse. This is Michelle from the Hospitality Unit. Hospitality continues to focus on physical health as well as mental health by walking at the start of each meeting and doing chair workouts at the end. We are doing a check-in question every morning to learn about to learn more about each other and get out of our comfort zones. This has been a lot of fun. This past week, we restarted cooking together over Zoom and are looking to try lots of new foods. If you'd like to join, we are virtual kitchen Tuesdays and Fridays. You can also reach out to Laura to receive an email with recipes so you can try it on your own. Have a great day, Clubhouse.
If you are interested in working or attending school, then why not join the Employment and Education meeting each and every Tuesday at noon? Use the Communications Unit link to join. And now, here's Jeanette, here with this week's birthdays.
Happy birthday to Nora and to Mega, Terrence, Cam, William, Michael, and Kanitha.
And now we move on to this week's standard.
Hi, this is Jeff with this week's standard, number 26. The clubhouse is located in an area where access to local transportation can be assured both in terms of getting to and from the program and accessing TE opportunities. The clubhouse provides or arranges for effective alternatives whenever access to public transportation is limited.
Here is the quote of the week.
You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. A quote from John Kabat-Zinn.
Who would have thought 9 months later we'll still be dealing with this pandemic? This is my series, hashtag Just My Opinion. Now, who's on the front line? Who I'm speaking of are the firefighters, policemen, grocery store workers, hospital workers, as well as others. Back in March of this year, who could imagine that we would still be dealing with this? We all from the Magnolia Clubhouse, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Now I have a question for you all. Could you be on the front line? Think about it. Hashtag Just My Opinion.
Well, everyone, that brings us to the end of this broadcast. Be sure to join us next week. Until then, please remember that Magnolia Clubhouse is a part of a vital international community of growth, hope, and opportunity. The mission of the Clubhouse is to ensure that the citizens of our community are respected co-workers, neighbors, and friends. In the meantime, please connect with us at magnoliaclubhouse.org and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Aloha!